Hey everybody, and welcome to Storytime. I'm Pear, this is Sis, and today's story is Titanic!
If you're unfamiliar, Titanic is the story of a psychopathic woman who ruins multiple people's lives and...
Wait! I don't think we're talking about the same movie here.
Titanic, right? Big ship can't be sunk? Hits an iceberg?
That's the one.
Yeah, it's about a woman who's a complete psychopath.
Okay. Others might say it's one of the great love stories of our time. Why don't you let me lead this one, okay?
Okie doke.
Now then, once upon a time, not so long ago, people with high-tech submarines were searching the wreck of the Titanic for lost treasure when they found a picture of a woman wearing a massive jewel around her neck.
Yeah, that's her. That's the psychopath.
Her? Sis, that's Rose. She's the main character.
Yeah, I know.
You might not be remembering it right.
No, I'm pretty sure I am. The submarine dudes figured out Rose was alive, right? And they called her in to tell her a really long story about how she cheated on her husband and manipulated a penniless man named Jack into drawing her portrait for free?
I guess.
And then when the ship sank and the door was floating in the water that was clearly big enough to hold two people on top of it and kept the entire door to herself and let poor penniless Jack freeze to death in the water? And then at the end of the movie it's revealed she actually had the huge jewel those submarine guys wanted the entire time. But she never tells them and instead secretly drops the priceless jewel into the ocean instead of donating it to charity or using that money to bring even an ounce of good into the world? That sound about right?
Well, yeah, that's basically the plot of Titanic, all right.
Yeah, that lady is a complete psychopath.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it's hard to argue with you on that one. I didn't realize it until now, but yeah, Rose from Titanic is a massive psychopath.
You think that's bad? I didn't even got to the sequel yet.
Wait, what? Titanic doesn't have a sequel? How could it?
Oh, it's got a sequel all right. It's called Titanic 2. Rose goes full psychopath.
There is no movie called that.
It's in production, Pear. And it's going to be awesome. I know. I read the script.
Really?
Well, also I wrote the script, but hear me out. You know how old lady Rose passes away peacefully at the end of Titanic?
Spoiler alert, but yeah.
Well, Titanic 2 takes place in hell!
Oh my gosh.
And because she's such a psychopath, Rose is sent to the absolute deepest circle of hell. But she uses her psychopathic charm to trick people and move up, slowly but surely, level by level, until she straight up charms the devil himself and sneaks up into heaven!
Gotta say, this is quite the departure from the original rom-com.
And why would Rose want to sneak into heaven, you ask?
Because it's heaven?
Because Jack is there!
Oh, and she wants to apologize?
Psh, get real. The biggest psychopath the world has ever known is gonna apologize? That chance, Pear. She wants to see Jack so she can screw him over again!
What?
Oh yeah, she pulls the exact same trick again. She takes him to the door that separates heaven and hell, tells him there's only room in heaven for one of them when clearly there's room enough for two, and he totally falls for it. The end.
What? Sis, that's an awful ending.
Too bad. The end. You already paid for your ticket. You watched the whole movie. No refunds. Sis gets 10% of the ticket price because she wrote the movie.
But...
The end, Pear. Roll credits.
well, congrats, sis. You did it. You wrote a movie about the single biggest psychopath the world and the afterworld has ever seen.
Rose? Oh, she's a major psycho, all right. But she's not the biggest psycho ever.
She's not?
No way. The biggest psycho would do something like, oh, I don't know, light some TNT for absolutely no reason. Something like that.
Oh.